Good morning, everyone. I'm going to take us through how to access the Facility Management Mastercraft Final Assessment Quiz. So, by 10 p.m. today, you should get an email like this. When you open the email, you'll find in your login credential, which is your username and your password, and the URL to access the exam portal. So once you click on the URL, it will take you straight to the login page. So when you come back to your email, you can simply copy out your username and paste it here. Neatly copy out your password. Be careful with that, and paste it in the password section. So when you click on login, for your first login, you'll be asked to change your password to your preferred one. So I'll first copy the current password, as you can see. Then I'll enter a new password. That's my preferred new password. Um, I'm going to save. If everything worked well, you should get this page. Then you click on continue. From here, you click on my course. So for my course page, you should be able to see this. Then you click on Facility Management Mastercraft Diploma. Once you do that, you should be able to see the three quizzes. So what we have done basically is based on the feedback we had from the last section of the exam. We have decided to split the entire quiz into three sections, and each section has 100 questions for 90 minutes. Now, the quiz has to be taken in a sequential manner. That is to say, you have to take quiz 1 before you take quiz 2, before you take quiz 3. Now, the reason why we split it is just to give opportunity for candidates to have a kind of resting moment between each quiz. That is to say, when you are done with quiz 1, you can either choose to continue to quiz 2 if you want, or you can take a break and come back later to take your quiz 2. And when you are done with your quiz 2, right, you can either continue to quiz 3, or you can take some hours of break to come back. The entire exam will last from Friday midnight to Sunday midnight. So you have between that time, which is about 48 hours, to attempt all the three quizzes. So for a start, you have to click for quiz 1. You have to click on this final exam bracket quiz 1 close brackets. When you click on this, you should be able to access your quiz 1. Now, to start your quiz 1, you are going to click on attempt quiz. So you'll be asked, according to the prompt, time limit. Your attempt will have a time limit of 1 hour 30 minutes, which is 90 minutes, as I said. When you start, the timer will begin to count down and cannot be paused. You must finish your attempt before it expires. Are you sure you want to start? So what is trying to tell you that for the first quiz, you have 90 minutes to take the quiz, and within that 90 minutes, you can't pause to come back. You have to finish the quiz 1 within that 90 minutes. Failure to finish that quiz 1, once your time run out, whatever you have done between that time will be automatically submitted. So when I click on start attempts, I should have a question like this. You can see the timer is running. You can see your navigation bar. So basically, um, you can start attempting your questions, go through clicking. When you are done with the question, you click on next. When you are done with your question, you click on next. Then when you are done with the entire question, When you are done with the entire question, you will click on finish attempt. Now when you finish attempt, right, you can say submit and finish. You ask you for confirmation, you do this. Then at the end of the day, you should be able to see. So at the end of when you are done with everything, you should be able to see your grade for that particular quiz. Now, for me to move to quiz 2, I have to click on mark as done for quiz 1. Once I click on mark as done as quiz 1, I can go back to, I can click on final assessment. Now, as you can see, this one's the mark as done, and you discover that your quiz 2 is now accessible, right? You can see that quiz 3 is not accessible because according to the instruction, you have not yet done quiz 2. So because you have done quiz 1, quiz 2 is accessible for attempt. So when you are ready to take your quiz 2, just like quiz 1, just click on the final exam, open bracket quiz 1, quiz 2, to have access to your quiz 2 questions. Similarly, you click on attempt quiz. Same instruction as before. These are your quiz. So as you answer each, once you select your option, you click on next to get to the next question. You click your option until you finish all the 100 questions. When you are done as before, you click on finish as attempt, then submit. Oh, then it will also show you what your grade is for the second quiz. Then you can mark when you are done with this and you are ready to, when you are done with this, you click on mark as done. It will change to done. Then you click on final assessment again to look at quiz 3. Now you can see that the quiz 3 is also accessible because you are done with quiz 2. Similarly, you click on this. Similarly, you click on attempt, final attempt. Similarly, um, like I said, for each question you pick your options. You click on the next one. Um, you click on the next one. As you go along, when you are done with all the questions, you click on finish attempt. Then submit. Submit all. Yes. So you see your question, you see your grade again for the quiz 3. Don't worry, you are seeing 300 here, but in the main exam, what you are going to see is 100. Each quiz is over 100, not over 300. So, um, um, please take note of your final score for each of the quizzes so that you can add them together to know what your final score is. But for example, if you did not take note of your final score for each, you can always go back to them. For example, if I want to know my quiz score for quiz 1, I'll just click on final exam quiz 1 here. I should be able to see that. For quiz 2, when I do this, I should be able to see that. Then for quiz 3, similarly, I should be able to do that. So you can click on mark as done to go back. So this will help you to keep track of your score. So when you add all your scores together, your total score for you to actually pass this exam, your cumulative score for quiz 1, quiz 2, quiz 3, when you add everything together, should give you a total of at least 225, which is the pass mark. Although we are giving consideration for people that has over 200, and above. But we actually encourage students to strive to have at least 225, which is 70% of the entire score. So if you have any complaint, you have any issue during your exam or while you're trying to log in, do not hesitate to. So I'm going to drop my WhatsApp number on the WhatsApp group for you to chat me up in case you have issues. At the same time, you can also send an email to the training at Max-Migold.com, and other further contact information will be dropped for you to reach out in case you are having issue during the exam. Thank you.